Hello everyone, welcome back to Knit Crow Addict channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to crochet easy poncho. This poncho is very easy to make and it's great for beginner, and I have free written pattern for sizes extra small go up to 4XL. It's available on our blog at knitcrowaddict.com, and if you prefer the PDF printable version, it's available for purchase on our Etsy, Ravelry and Lovecraft. I'm gonna put all the links in the description below. And today tutorial I'm gonna show you inside extra small slash small. It's the same size, okay? I hope you enjoy and let's get started. Here is the materials that I used for this project. For this project, you will need number 4 medium weight yarn. And I use Lion brand Heartland. This is number 4 medium weight yarn. In each ball is have 251 yards or 230 meter. This is 100% acrylic. And I use total of 3 balls. And I also use this cotton cord. This is bulky number 5, 4 millimeter. This is optional, so I'm gonna use this cord on the side of the poncho. If you just wanna use the yarn and sew together, you can do that as well. Like I said, this is optional. I like how it looks. Okay, and then crochet hook size 10 millimeter. I use oversized hook because I like my poncho to drape. When you use bigger hook size, then the yarn recommended is make your project drape better. Scissors, yarn needle, and some stitch markers. So this project is very easy to make. We're gonna make 2 panels exactly the same. Okay, so I'm gonna make a slip knot, and then I'm gonna make 90 chains. This pattern is multiple of 2 chains. If you don't know what is multiple of 2, so you're just gonna make 2 chain, 2 chain, 2 chain, 2 chain until you have your desired width. Okay, if you want bigger, feel free to add more chain. If you want smaller, make less chain. Just make sure you have a multiple of 2 chains. All right, so yeah, after I make slip knot, I'm gonna make 90 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 90 chain here. Row 1 gonna be the right side. For an odd number row, gonna be the right side. So we're gonna make 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook here. Skip the first chain. Okay, I insert into the second chain from the hook there. I like to insert into the little bump on the back of the chain. You don't have to do that, totally up to you. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. That is a single crochet. And then chain 1. Skip the next chain, 1 single crochet into the next chain. And then we're gonna repeat that across. We're gonna chain 1. Skip the next chain, 1 single crochet into the next chain. Repeat that. Chain 1, skip the next chain, 1 single crochet into the next chain. Repeat that across. Chain 1, skip the next chain, 1 single crochet into the next. Alright, keep repeating this across, and I will be back when I'm at the end of row 1. I'm at the end of row 1 here, and I have a total of 89 stitches across, includes the chain spaces as well. Okay, 89 stitches. Row 2, chain 1 and turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And the chain 1 never count as a stitch, and then make 1 single crochet into the first stitch here. And then 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. If it's difficult to see, you can turn on the row 1 as well, so you can see this is the chain 1 space. So you're gonna make 1 single crochet into that chain 1 space. And then chain 1. 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. You're gonna repeat this across. So chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space, like that. Okay, keep repeating this until you have 1 stitch left at the end of row 2, and I will be back. Okay, I have 1 stitch left here, so this is the last chain 1 space. I already make 1 single crochet in there, and then next I just gonna make 1 single crochet into the last stitch here. Okay, don't have to chain 1, so just make 1 single crochet into the last stitch, like that. Alright, at the end of row 2 I have the same 89 stitches across, includes the chain 1 spaces as well. For row 3 we chain 1 and turn. The chain 1 never count as a stitch, and then you're gonna make 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then chain 1 and make 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space here, chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space, and you're gonna repeat that across. So you chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. Keep repeating this until you have 2 stitches left at the end of row 3, and I will be back. Okay, now I have 2 stitches left at the end of row 3, and next I'm gonna chain 1 and then skip the next stitch and make 1 single crochet into the next stitch, which is the last stitch. Alright, at the end of row 3 I have the same 89 stitches across, includes the chain 1 spaces as well. And every row you're gonna have the same amount of these stitches because we not increase or decrease. And from now on you're just gonna keep repeating row 2 and row 3 over and over. So for me, for size extra small and small, it's the same size, right? I'm gonna repeat row 2 and row 3 26 more times, and I will have a total of 55 rows. Start count from row 1. Okay, and now if you want shorter, make less repeat. If you want longer, make more repeat. Just repeat row 2 and row 3. Alright, and I know maybe it's a little difficult to see because I use like oversized hook. I also have step-by-step video tutorial how to make this more stitch. This is called more stitch. Okay, if you want to see that, I'm gonna put the link in the description below. I think it might be easier to see the stitches because I use normal hook size for that yarn. So yeah, just in case, I'm gonna show you a little bit on row 4 here. For row 4 we're gonna start repeat row 2. So we chain 1 and turn, and then make 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space. Yeah, chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space, chain 1 single crochet into the next chain 1 space, like that. Just repeat row 2. It's very easy pattern. Alright, I'm gonna keep repeating row 2 and row 3 26 more times, and I will be back. Good luck. Okay, now after I repeat row 2 and row 3 26 more times, I have a total of 55 rows. This is the end of row 55. Okay, and then next you just need to cut the yarn and leave the tail about 20 inches long. This tail, we're gonna use this tail to sew the back and the front panel together at the shoulder seam. So I already cut my yarn here. And then next, you're just gonna pull the yarn out like that. And you need one more of this panel exactly the same. And if you want longer, feel free to add more rows. Just repeat row 2 and row 3, okay? Here's what it looks like. Very nice. I love it. See? Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, after you have 2 panels, come back and I will show you how to sew the back and the front panel together. Okay, next we're gonna sew the back and the front panel together at the shoulder seam here. And before that, make sure to place the wrong side facing up. Both panels, we're gonna sew on the wrong side, okay? I already went ahead and sew one shoulder here. And I sew 30 stitches, the back and the front panel together at the shoulder seam here. And then I have 29 stitches left for the neck area, okay? So yeah, I use my yarn needle and then I use the tail that I left earlier to sew. And then from this marker to this marker, it is 30 stitches on each side, okay? So yeah. Remove the stitch marker, and then the tail is come from the front panel, the front side, and then insert into the first stitch on the back side there. And it doesn't matter which side you choose to be the front panel or the back panel because they are the same. So I'm gonna insert into the same stitch one more time, the front and the back panel, just to lock the yarn. And then I go into the next stitch here and next stitch there, and then bring it up, and then next stitch here and next stitch there, bring it up, and then next stitch here and next stitch here, bring it up like that. That's what I'm gonna sew. You can use any method you prefer. Make sure don't sew too tight or too loose. Alright, I'm gonna keep sewing like this back and forth until I reach the stitch marker here. I will be back. Okay, I reached this stitch marker here. I just gonna remove this stitch marker and then I just gonna weave the end. Okay, and then I'm gonna tie knot right here. And then keep hiding the tail. Okay, and then I'm gonna trim this end. And that's it. And both shoulder you're gonna sew exactly the same. Whatever method you use exactly the same. Okay, next I'm gonna show you how I thread the cotton cord on the side of the poncho. If you wanna leave your poncho open, you can do that as well. That means you're done. Just weave all the ends. Okay, I will show you. Okay, to thread the cotton cord on the side of the poncho, you need to cut 2 strands of that cord. I cut about 60 inches long. This is depend on how long you want your cord to be. Let me show you. It's gonna look like this. See, I already thread into one side here. It's pretty long. That's what I like. If you want shorter, cut less length. Okay. So yeah, make sure your poncho is right side out. So right now it's the right side out. So from the shoulder seam here all the way down around 9 inches, I'm gonna start insert my cord in there. So around here. Insert like that. And then on the back side, the same, around 9 inches. make sure it's nice and lining up. Okay, if you need to count the row for that, go ahead and do that, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna skip 5 rows, sorry, skip 4 rows, 1 2 3 4, and then into the next row there I'm gonna insert my cord in there, and then do the same with this side, skip 4 rows, 1 2 3 and 4, and then into the next row there insert the cord in there, like that, like you tying the shoe. Okay, and then skip 4 rows, 1 2 3 4, and then next row insert the cord, and then do the same, skip 4 rows, 1 2 3 and 4, next row here insert the cord in there, like that. And that's it, that's what I'm gonna do. If you want to keep going down like that, you can do that as well. So for me, I think it's perfect. And then I'm gonna tie a bow. See, I like it long, like that. Here's what it looks like. And this is removable. If you're not happy with this, you just need to play around with it. It's your poncho. So yeah, both sides do exactly the same. And you just need to whip all the ends and you're done. Yay! Congratulations! I hope you enjoy making this beautiful poncho. If you did, please give this video a big thumb up and share this video with your friends. And I would love to see everyone's work. If you want to share with me, just text me on Facebook or Instagram at knitcrawladdict. I'm gonna put all the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. I will see you next video. Bye bye.